Hey, hello, good afternoon. It's Nicola here, and it's the one of the hottest days of the year so far. The last thing I wanted to do was go live, as you can imagine, but I've gone down a quick splash of some water and I'm feeling fine. So here I am. And the reason I'm here, obviously, is because I'm starting my next 5-day challenge, Clicks and Leads 5-day challenge, on the 6th of July. And I'd love it if you could join me. And the reason I want you to join me is because we will teach you, we will show you, we'll reveal even how you can set up a nearly automated marketing system. I was explaining to one of my new clients yesterday that all he had to do was create 12 bits of content every quarter year, and that would be his marketing taken care of, because he had a guy sitting next to him, Dan, who was going to do all the rest of it for him. And indeed, that's what I do. I do the bits that only I can do, which is talking to camera and talking into a microphone. Look at this size of this microphone, ridiculous. But yeah, so that's the bits only I can do. Oh, and write stories. I can write stories too. So that's the bits of my marketing that I do, and then I hand it off to my fabulous, fabulous VA, who may even be watching, and she takes care of the rest of it. And it's just such a brilliant, easy way to do your marketing. But the reason that people come and join the challenge is because they have a number of mental hurdles they have to jump over in order to create the content that makes the connection with their ideal customers or clients. And I was thinking about this whole mental game, inner game of marketing, and that could be a new URL, that one, couldn't it? And then I saw something flashing past, and I'm going to give proper credit to this because it was such a great question. And it was from Simon Ben, and he runs a group called the Connection Hub for speakers, authors and coaches. And he asked the most brilliant question today. It was let's get this right. What's the most profound personal insight you've ever had? And lots of fantastic answers, so it's a really good question. And I thought about it, and I thought, it's the time I stood in my living room in Kensal Rise, and Phoebe was asleep having a nap, and I was expecting Nelson. He was due any minute, and I had just got married, so I remember it was the week that Princess Diana sadly died, and it was also the week that the Labour Party got into power. Because we were home that week. We couldn't afford to go on a holiday or a honeymoon, so we just stayed at home and painted the hallway, as I recall. But we did have a lovely week, and the wedding party was fantastic, so I don't mind too much. But the main point about this story is that I stood there one day. I don't know where Irving had gone. He must have gone out somewhere. And I thought to myself, nobody's coming to save me. There is nobody. There's no Prince Charming. Even my husband, he was a lovely man, but he wasn't Prince Charming. Nobody is coming to save me. And I thought, I've got to take care of this for myself. And in the same afternoon, I had a very interesting revelation, which was that I was asking myself all these negative questions, like, a bit noisy, isn't it? Got the windows open, all the windows. Shoreham High Street's getting a bit louder nowadays. So I was standing there and I was asking myself unhelpful questions like, what is wrong with me? Why can I not make a success of whatever I try and do? I've got lots of energy, I work really hard, I'm pretty bright, might not be academic, but I'm pretty bright. And I thought to myself, what is wrong with me? And then I suddenly had this revelation that actually nothing was wrong with me at all. There must be women out there who were 30, how old was I then? 35 years old, 5'7", brown hair, similar background, similar upbringing, similar kind of background in family. There must be women out there like that who are phenomenally successful. And I was thinking to myself, if we all come out of the womb, as it were, exactly the same, then what makes the difference between the other woman, who is 5'7", brown hair, similar intelligence, and me? And I thought to myself, it's only the things that they know that I don't know. That's the only difference. So that day I set about trying to find out what that woman knew that I didn't know. And as soon as I took responsibility for myself, as soon as I took responsibility for the fact no Prince Charming was ever going to come, and if it was to be, it was up to me, and all those other cliches, and as soon as I kept remembering that there was nothing different about that other woman when she was born, and it was just the things that she'd been exposed to or had learnt along the way that made the difference. So ask yourself the question, there's two questions here, right? One is the Simon's question: what is the most profound personal insight you've ever had? And I would love it if you put your personal insight underneath the video, wherever you're seeing it, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever. And I would also love you to tell me what do you think is different between someone who looks like you, sounds like you, walks like you, talks like you, grew up as the same sort of family and background as you, and has got a similar IQ, and who looks like you. What's the difference between them and who is phenomenally successful in the way that you'd like to be? What's the difference between them and you? And if you can put your finger on it, then you can set off on a journey or a quest, as I like to say, because I'm a storyteller. You can set off on a quest to find out the things you need to know, that the things that you don't know are you not knowing those things are the things that stand between you and whatever success you're seeking. Anyway, all of this notwithstanding, and I'd like you to come along and I'd like you to join our 5-day challenge that starts on the 6th of July, and you can do that by coming to the address right here. Look at that. clicksandleads.com/5 days. And if you come along, it's completely free of charge. Then we can not only show you how to create an almost automated marketing system, but we can also discuss the meaning of life and success and the things that are holding you back. And one of the things that held me back today was just the heat. And then I thought, that's ridiculous. I've just got to plow on with it. I've just got to get on with it. I've got to tell you guys about the challenge. So I just decided to go for it and just turned live on, and here I am. So thanks to Simon for his fantastic question, and thanks to you guys for watching and listening. If you're listening or watching to the replay after the live is finished, if you could just put #replay in your comments, that'd be great. Then I know how many people sees the video afterwards. That'd be awesome. Okay, have a lovely, hottest day of the year so far, and I will see you tomorrow probably sometime.